That is some good snow we got there. That's a top-notch snow that I should be playing in, but instead I'm gonna talk about stuff. Because that's what I do. Oh god. You know who's a video game character loved by many? Shaquille O'Neal. No, Shaquille O'Neal started big in Shaq Fu, and then after he got big, he decided to be a basketball player. Nah, I'm just joshing you. I'm not gonna talk about this today. Today, on this mighty fine day, afternoon, evening, whatever you're watching this video, I'm going to talk about Donkey Kong. Okay, I'm just gonna stop being stupid. I'm just gonna get on with the video. Everyone knows the Donkey Kong Country trilogy, and if you don't, you gotta go back to your Call of Duty, hillbilly. You got the original Donkey Kong Country. Very atmospheric, makes me cry every time. You got the second one, and I can't remember the script, so I'm just gonna do it all normally. Took the first game, made it amazing. There's more gimmicks, and there were more level varieties and stuff. Like, it was amazing. It wasn't as atmospheric, but the music was still just as good. It's more of a game. It's a better game. It doesn't capture that country feeling too well, but it's better as a game. Just take my word for it. And then you got DKC3. It's probably my least favorite of the trilogy, but it's still a good game. There's more gimmicks in it, and it's still a very good title, you know. Music's still good, and the only problem is there's no DK or Diddy, which those two are like the main Donkey Kong characters that everyone cares about, and you can't play as either of them. So it's like if you were playing a Batman game and you couldn't play as Batman or Robin. You had to play as like Commissioner Gordon and Batgirl or whatever her name is. Then for my good friend the N64, DK64 came out. I myself and many others consider this the next big installment in the DK series. Wrinkly is dead in this game, and she mentions that it happened after the events of DKC3. So I do consider it a sequel since it mentions DKC3 and it has like some thing to it. But what came after that? Besides Donkey Kong Country remakes on the Game Boy Advance and Nintendo Power Comics, a little game called DK King of Swing was released for the Game Boy Advance. In case you're weird and you can't see that this is a Game Boy Advance game. Donkey Kong King of Swing is a game for the Game Boy Advance. To be honest, I cannot define its genre. It's not a platformer, and it's not like an adventure, and despite what Wikipedia says, it is not a puzzle game. I refuse to call it a puzzle game. Now, anyways, enough with the stupid introductories and little jokes and all that. I'm just gonna talk about this game now, because that's what I'm here for. Tomorrow is the Jungle Jam tournament, a tournament that decides who is the jungle hero, using medals that they win by playing stupid games or something. Anyways, King K. Rool steals all the medals, and it's up to Donkey Kong to get them back. So here's how you play. You press R and L at the same time to jump. WTF, what kind of big rigs over the road racing kind of game is this? Hey, a good one. While in midair, you can press L to grab with your left hand and R to grab with your right. So basically, the gameplay is like this. Kinda silly, isn't it? Holding L and R while not in midair or grabbing onto pegs charges up an attack. So what do the A and B buttons do? Well, when you get at least 10 bananas and press B, you can restore 1 heart. If you get at least 20 bananas and press A, you can temporarily go invisible. And play some funky music. It's like... So basically, you get to the end of every world without dying, you know, basic stuff. You can collect bananas and crystal coconuts on the way, you know, to unlock some secret stuff for Jungle Jam mode, or unlock characters for Jungle Jam mode, or other cool, unique little things. Story mode is fairly short. There's only 20 normal levels and 5 bosses. There are only 5 worlds: jungle, desert, water, ice, and airship. You know, it's pretty easy, but time attack mode pretty much solves that, which you can unlock after you beat the game once. One of my favorite things about this game is how they added Diddy mode. After you collect all 24 medals in DK mode, you can unlock Diddy mode, in which you can play story mode again, collect 24 more medals as Diddy, and which you can unlock a special character for Jungle Jam mode. It's Bubbles from Clue Clue. Yeah, that was awesome. I loved it. It was awesome. I don't know. I just love the secrets in this little game. It's a short game that can take up only a few hours to complete perfectly, but it's fun to do it all over and over again sometimes. It doesn't live up to Donkey Kong Country or Donkey Kong 64, but it's a fun game overall. You gotta love how they added secrets into a little game like this. I recently discovered that there's a secret password screen in this game. It's so well hidden, you gotta hold up, press L, B, and A at the same time. There are 3 passwords to put in this thing, and each unlocks a new game for Jungle Jam mode. So that's that game. I mean, some people don't like it because it's not the same as the other Donkey Kong games, but you know what? You're stupid. Well, if you don't like the game because you hate the controls or like just the overall concept, that's fine. But if you hate the game just because it's not the same type of game, then you just lack variety. Butthurt. Butthurt everywhere. So, DK King Swing's a good game. Got a little guy here. So, what are you doing? Thanks for watching this video. I had no clue how to end it. Hope you guys are liking the new 1080p, and check out my other junk, and bye. It's a short game that can only take a few hours to complete perfectly, but it's fun to do it all over again sometimes. It doesn't live up to the Donkey Kong Country series or Donkey Kong Country 4. I think I'm on drugs.